Hi everyone, and welcome to Ancient Wisdom. Today, we're diving into an incredible topic, the Sibylline Oracles, and their astonishing prophecies about moral decay, false teachings, and societal collapse that seem more relevant than ever in our modern world. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. We'll also explore their powerful message of hope and renewal. Before we begin, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our deep dives into fascinating ancient wisdom. If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and feel free to share it with anyone who loves history, philosophy, or a good prophecy. Also, a big shout out to everyone who supports the channel with super thanks. Your contributions help us keep bringing you quality content. Now, let's unravel the timeless lessons of the Sibylline Oracles. The Sibyls were female prophets revered in the ancient Mediterranean world. They were believed to possess divine insight, channeling messages from the gods or God. The term Sibyl refers not to one individual, but to a lineage of prophetesses, with notable Sibyls in Delphi, Erythri, and Cumae. The Sibylline Oracles are distinct from the Roman Sibylline books, which were state-owned prophetic texts. The oracles were likely written between the 2nd century BCE and the 6th century CE, incorporating Greek, Roman, Jewish, and early Christian perspectives. They offered both warnings of doom and visions of salvation, focusing on the moral failings of humanity and the consequences of straying from divine law. The corruption of society foretold in the Sibylline Oracles paints a sobering picture of a world plagued by greed, selfishness, and moral decay. These ancient prophecies highlight a period in which human values are compromised, leading to widespread societal dysfunction and chaos. Their descriptions, though written centuries ago, resonate strikingly with contemporary challenges, suggesting a timeless relevance to their warnings. The oracles caution against the rise of corrupt leadership, where those in power exploit their positions for personal gain. These leaders, driven by greed and devoid of justice, oppress the vulnerable, prioritizing their agendas over the needs of the people. This imagery parallels the modern world, where instances of political corruption, nepotism, and authoritarian governance dominate headlines. Scandals involving misuse of power by influential figures reinforce the oracle's dire predictions, serving as a reminder of the dangers of unchecked authority. On an individual level, the oracles describe a society where personal gain trumps communal well-being. Virtues like honesty, compassion, and selflessness are abandoned, replaced by materialism and self-interest. This moral decline is evident in the growing wealth disparity, where a small percentage of the population controls a disproportionate amount of resources, leaving the majority to struggle. Corporate exploitation, environmental degradation for profit, and consumerism at the expense of sustainability exemplify this pursuit of individual prosperity at the cost of the collective good. The weakening of the family structure, another key warning from the oracles, symbolizes the erosion of foundational values. In ancient thought, the family was the cornerstone of morality and societal stability. The oracles describe its collapse due to selfishness, discord, and a lack of mutual respect. Today, this is reflected in the increasing disconnection within families and communities. The rise of individualism, coupled with societal pressures, has strained interpersonal relationships, diminishing the sense of unity and shared purpose. Modern technology and social media have further exacerbated this fragmentation. While these tools offer unprecedented connectivity, they often foster superficial interactions that replace meaningful bonds. The prioritization of self-promotion and personal achievements over collective growth mirrors the oracle's depiction of moral decay. These ancient prophecies offer not just criticism, but also an implicit call to action. They urge society to recognize and address the root causes of its corruption. Restoring justice, fostering compassion, and prioritizing communal well-being are essential steps toward reversing this decline. Strengthening the family unit and rebuilding trust in leadership and institutions can help re-establish the moral foundations that sustain societies. A recurring theme in the Sibylline Oracles is the warning against false teachings and ideologies that mislead people, driving them away from truth and divine wisdom. These ancient texts caution against deceitful leaders and philosophers who manipulate the masses for personal or political gain, often to disastrous effect. They describe a world where people, blinded by ignorance, fear, or greed, willingly abandon ethical principles and rational thought, leading to societal decay. The relevance of these prophecies in today's world is striking, particularly in the context of the modern information age. The rise of misinformation, fake news, and conspiracy theories exemplifies how easily false narratives can gain traction, shaping public opinion and undermining trust in institutions. With the advent of social media, these issues have intensified. Platforms designed for connection have become tools for spreading unverified information and amplifying divisive rhetoric, creating echo chambers that reinforce false beliefs. Deceitful leaders and influencers, much like those described in the Sibylline Oracles, exploit these dynamics. By manipulating emotions such as fear, anger, or despair, they push agendas that often prioritize power or profit over truth and the common good. In doing so, they erode trust in science, media, and governance, leaving people disoriented and polarized. This manipulation mirrors the oracle's warnings of a society swayed by sophistry and deception, disconnected from higher ideals. Moreover, the abandonment of ethical principles, another key aspect of the prophecies, finds parallels in the way misinformation often disregards accountability and morality. False narratives thrive in environments where truth becomes secondary to convenience, ideology, or sensationalism. The prevalence of post-truth culture, where objective facts are overshadowed by emotional appeals, reflects the very disintegration of rational thought foreseen in the oracles. However, the Sibylline Oracles do not merely foretell doom. They also offer hope. They call for a return to divine guidance, truth, and ethical living. This resonates as a timeless message, urging societies to confront the dangers of misinformation and seek a renewed commitment to wisdom and integrity. Solutions lie in fostering critical thinking, promoting media literacy, and rebuilding trust in institutions through transparency and accountability. In essence, the warnings of the Sibylline Oracles serve as a powerful reminder for the modern age. They challenge humanity to rise above deceit and division, reclaiming its capacity for truth, reason, and ethical living. As technology continues to evolve and shape how information is consumed and shared, the lessons of these ancient texts remain profoundly relevant, urging individuals and societies to navigate the complexities of the information age with discernment and integrity. The oracles have long forewarned that moral decay and deception would erode societal foundations, leading to the breakdown of once stable structures. At the heart of these prophecies is a universal truth: when justice and truth are neglected, trust in leaders and institutions inevitably diminishes, creating a fertile ground for division, unrest, and a loss of collective purpose. Historically, societies have risen and fallen based on their ability to uphold moral principles. When corruption and falsehood take root, the resulting moral decay undermines public confidence in governance, religious leadership, and institutional integrity. Such erosion often leads to societal fragmentation, as individuals and communities lose their shared vision and sense of direction. The oracles describe these moments as precursors to collapse, warning that the neglect of ethical values can destabilize even the most powerful civilizations. In the modern era, these warnings feel increasingly relevant. Across the globe, public trust in governments, religious institutions, and even scientific bodies has reached troubling lows. Political corruption, exposed scandals, and the perception of self-serving leadership have left many citizens disillusioned. Leaders who fail to prioritize justice and transparency only deepen this disillusionment, fueling widespread cynicism. Similarly, religious institutions that have been embroiled in abuse or hypocrisy have alienated followers, weakening the moral compass they once provided. Even the scientific community, often seen as a bastion of objectivity, faces skepticism due to misinformation, politicization, and perceived elitism. The consequences of this decline in trust are far-reaching. Societies fractured by distrust and discontent struggle to address pressing issues, from inequality to climate change. In such environments, alienation often replaces community, and unrest manifests as protests, polarization, or even violence. Without a unifying sense of purpose, nations risk spiraling into deeper division and dysfunction. Yet, amidst these challenges, the oracle's warnings also carry a message of hope. While they emphasize the dangers of moral decay, they imply that renewal is possible. Societies that confront their ethical failings and recommit to justice, truth, and shared values can rebuild trust and cohesion. This requires leaders and institutions to act with integrity, prioritize the common good, and address grievances openly. It also calls upon individuals to take responsibility for fostering empathy, dialogue, and accountability within their communities. The growing awareness of these issues suggests that many are heeding these ancient warnings. Grassroots movements advocating for transparency, equity, and systemic change reflect a collective desire to rebuild broken systems. The rise of alternative spiritual practices, decentralized governance, and community-driven initiatives demonstrates humanity's resilience and capacity for renewal. Ultimately, the oracle's prophecies serve as both a caution and a guide. They remind us that moral decay and deception are not insurmountable, but their consequences are grave if left unaddressed. By recognizing these patterns in modern times and actively working to restore justice and truth, humanity has the opportunity to transform its challenges into a foundation for a more harmonious future. The modern era, often dubbed a post-truth age, is characterized by the overshadowing of objective facts by personal beliefs and agendas. The rise of the internet and social media has democratized access to information, but also made it alarmingly easy for falsehoods to proliferate. Fake news campaigns, disinformation, and sophisticated technologies like deepfakes challenge the credibility of information and sow confusion. Conspiracy theories surrounding public health crises or elections further exacerbate societal divisions, eroding trust and fostering discord. Algorithms on digital platforms amplify sensationalism over accuracy, deepening the problem. The Sibylline Oracles, ancient texts filled with prophetic warnings, predicted an era where false teachings would deceive the masses, leading to moral chaos. Today's consequences of misinformation, ranging from public unrest to harmful behaviors, echo these warnings, suggesting a timeless relevance to the oracle's insights. The Sibyls' vision of institutional collapse resonates in today's world, where trust in governments, religious organizations, and media has plummeted to historic lows. Scandals, corruption, and power abuses have eroded faith in governance. Within religious institutions, revelations of misconduct, including abuse and financial fraud, have deeply shaken believers. Similarly, perceptions of media bias and sensationalism undermine confidence in journalism, further polarizing society. This pervasive distrust weakens social cohesion, leaving individuals alienated and disillusioned. The resulting societal fragmentation aligns with the oracle's depictions of an era marked by the breakdown of moral and institutional frameworks. The Sibylline Oracles also warned of ethical decay leading to societal fragmentation, a theme mirrored in contemporary challenges. Rapid technological advancements, while offering immense potential, have created ethical quandaries. Artificial intelligence and surveillance technologies raise concerns about privacy, bias, and misuse. Environmental degradation, driven by the pursuit of short-term profits, threatens the planet's sustainability. Meanwhile, economic inequality concentrates wealth among a select few, fueling social divisions and unrest. These issues highlight humanity's ongoing struggle to balance progress with morality. The inability to align technological and economic advancements with ethical principles reflects the oracle's warnings of a world grappling with moral disarray. As modern society confronts these challenges, the insights of the Sibylline Oracles serve as both a cautionary tale and a call for reflection. By addressing misinformation, restoring trust in institutions, and prioritizing ethical considerations, humanity can begin to heal the divisions and disruptions foreseen in these ancient prophecies. The Sibylline Oracles serve as a poignant reflection on the cycles of human morality, offering not only a warning about moral decay, but also a vision of hope for renewal. These ancient prophetic texts foresee a time when, after enduring the consequences of its actions, humanity will turn back to truth, righteousness, and divine law. This message of redemption remains deeply relevant today as society navigates widespread challenges and seeks a more just and harmonious future. The oracles predict that periods of chaos and corruption will eventually give way to a rediscovery of truth and higher ethical standards. In their vision, leaders will emerge who prioritize justice, fairness, and compassion, restoring trust in governance and inspiring faith in collective progress. This renewal is also seen as a grassroots effort, where ordinary people reject false teachings and seek wisdom, creating a culture of unity and shared purpose. In modern times, this longing for moral clarity is evident in movements advocating for transparency, ethical leadership, and social justice. Efforts to combat misinformation, promote education, and hold institutions accountable signal humanity's collective desire to rebuild its moral foundation. Activism, whistleblowing, and community-driven initiatives reflect the oracle's call for a return to ethical living and governance. Another central theme of the Sibylline Oracles is the hope for healing and unity. They envision a future where humanity overcomes its divisions, whether political, cultural, or social, and works collaboratively for the common good. This vision resonates with ongoing global efforts to address shared challenges such as climate change, pandemics, and inequality. Movements promoting sustainability, human rights, and international cooperation echo the oracle's call for harmony. Cross-border collaborations, grassroots environmental advocacy, and initiatives fostering dialogue among diverse communities show that people are actively seeking solutions that benefit all of humanity. The rise of inclusive policies, ecological preservation efforts, and interfaith dialogue points to a growing recognition of humanity's interconnectedness. The Sibylline Oracles remind us that humanity's journey is cyclical, with moments of decline balanced by opportunities for renewal. As modern society grapples with crises, these ancient prophecies serve as a timeless source of inspiration, urging individuals and communities to embrace truth, compassion, and collective responsibility. By heeding this call, humanity can not only address its immediate challenges, but also lay the foundation for a more just, sustainable, and united future. The Sibylline Oracles, though written millennia ago, remain strikingly relevant in today's world. Their warnings about moral decay, false teachings, and societal collapse find echoes in the modern prevalence of misinformation, declining trust in institutions, and ethical dilemmas. Yet, their vision of renewal offers hope, reminding humanity of its potential to overcome challenges and build a just, united, and enlightened future. These ancient prophecies serve as both a cautionary tale and a guiding light, urging us to confront our failings and strive for a higher moral path. As we've seen, the ancient Sibylline oracles offer timeless lessons about humanity's struggles and potential for renewal. These prophecies remind us that while moral decay and societal challenges are inevitable, the power to rise above them lies within our hands. Let's choose truth over falsehood, unity over division, and hope over despair. Thank you for watching and exploring this fascinating journey with us. If you found this insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on ancient wisdom and its relevance today. See you in the next video.